going to take this experiment that we've been doing in the house, we're taking it out to the coals. So I'm going to experiment taking the bread out of the banneton, the dough, putting it on some parchment paper, and then scoring it with the lame prior to going in the oven. And I just remembered I forgot my parchment paper. So home in on the fire for a little bit, talk amongst yourselves. Okay. So parchment paper is not a requirement, but that's what I prefer to do for simplicity and loading, unloading. And the truth of it, I don't like to clean up that much, and parchment paper simplifies that. Now this is where it's getting into experimental mode, and I know the better shot would be for you to see me dumping this out, but I'm left-handed and that's just not going to happen. So we're going to very carefully see if we can The good news is we're not searching for perfection, and I can tell you that we've not achieved that. The next job is to score, and because I was able to break it a little bit when I poured it out, that simplifies the scoring. So from here, the next step is to go to the oven, and we'll see what that looks like after we put it in. That way if I mess it up, you don't have to see this part. So we made it to the pot. Got a little bit misshapen when we dropped it in, but we'll just see how it goes. We're not so worried about looks as much as we are about taste. So we're about 18 minutes into our loaf of bread. It's supposed to go for about 30 minutes before we check it, but one of the cardinal rules about Dutch oven cooking is when you smell it, it's usually done. I don't expect it to be done. We're going to just cheat and take a peek. So come take a look, see what we've got so far. I'm just going to take it off for a second. Looks like we're getting there. How's the bottom look? Looks like we got a little too much bottom heat. So we're going to take it off the bottom heat and go with just the top heat for the rest of the time. So we'll be back in a little bit. So we made 2 loaves, and rather than be redundant and film both of them going in the pot, the second one we simply loaded in. That first one, by the way, tasted great. The brown bottom didn't affect it one bit. The second one didn't get the oven spring that we'd like, but we're still working on the temps when we're working with the Dutch oven. The total result, though, is it was absolutely delicious, and we're looking forward to our next experiment coming soon. Hope you enjoyed.